Hey guys, today we're tying the Ninja Midge. This is a soft tackle fly that is great to dead drift and swing in the current. It's an awesome midge emerger. We're tying this on a size 16 hook, and I'm using black uni thread. And as soon as I get that thread attached with about 6 or 7 securing wraps, the first thing I'm going to tie in is actually going to be our soft tackle. So here I'm using just hen hackle. This is in blue dun. And I'm going to strip off about 10 to 15 hackles from that stem. And then I'm going to tie them out with the tips facing forward of the eye. So I'm going to tie in the butts right behind the eye. And I'm going to make about 2 securing wraps. And once I've got 2, I'm going to reposition the soft tackles and make sure they make a nice even cone around the eye. So I'm just pulling them down around the hook, both sides. And as I tighten up with another wrap of the thread, it should lock them in place pretty well. This is just a different way to tie in soft tackles. A lot of times you'll tie it in with a stem and all that hackle fiber still attached to it and then wrap it. But what happens eventually is you'll end up running out of, or you'll have a bunch of scrap soft tackle basically. So that's what I'm using here was scrap soft tackle, and I just plucked the fibers from it and tied them in this way. So I'll go ahead and continue wrapping down all the way to the bend of the hook and wrap those butts under it. And once I've got them covered up, I'm going to tie in a piece of copper wire. And I'm going to tie this about 3/4 the way up the thread body that I just made. And I'll leave that last quarter of the thread body open to tie in Peacock Herl later. So I'm going to make covering wraps of this wire back up the body, just building the body up a little bit. Coming forward towards the eye, and then I'll make my way back. Then I'm going to bring my thread back up to the tip of where the copper wire ended. Take my hackle pliers and I'll start wrapping this wire around the body. This can be just normal wraps, you don't have to counter wrap it here. We should be able to get about 4 to 5 wraps. Then I'll tie off my wire and go ahead and helicopter that off once it's secure. Now we're going to tie in our Peacock Herl. This is going to be our thorax, and we want to make sure we take a piece that's pretty flexible. I'm not going to tie anything else on top of the Herl, so Herl's pretty fragile as is, so just take a flexible piece of it to tie it in, so hopefully it won't break and unravel too soon. It probably will happen eventually after a few fish take it, but you want it to last at least a couple fish. So and we'll make about 4 to 5 wraps, give it a decent sized thorax, and then tie off the Peacock Herl, and we can cut it off. Now all we got to do is push our soft tackle fibers back and build up a head right in front of them. That'll help keep them pushed back along the body. We don't want them laying flat across the body, of course. We want them kind of sticking up. That way, as this fly moves through the water, those hackle fibers will undulate. And then all we got to do is whip finish this head, and we're done. So this fly is really great because it mimics both a midge and a small mayfly emerger really well. So if both of them are coming off the water, or you're not sure which is coming off the water, maybe it's tricos, maybe it's midges, maybe it's small blue wing olives, this is a great fly to throw out there, both as a searching pattern. You can dead drift it, you can swing it, You could put dry fly lube on it and float it as a dry as well. So cut this thread off and we'll see how it fishes. All right, so I've got on my, let's see if you can see that better, my Ninja Midge, and I'm gonna give it a go. Saw that take. Let's see if we can get it again. That's the guy I saw come up. So. Get our hands wet. Take a look at this guy. Nice brown. Pretty guy. Check that guy right there. And as soon as that hit, boom. Oh, I foul hooked him, I think. Nope. Nope. We're good. Get the hands wet. Alright, this is a little more mature. A little more mature brown, nothing big, but very pretty. Yo, good looking guy right there. All right, and back you go, bud. All right, let's see if we can do that again. There it is. Right. Beautiful brownie. Super pretty. Really orange adipose and caudal fin. Great spots. Back you go. And this has all been on that Ninja Midge soft tackle. And I think the more beat up these things get, probably the better that they look to the fish. They do a good job imitating a cripple maybe, or something along those lines. Reel in a little bit. Or a midge that's, you know, struggling to get out of its shuck, that sort of thing. There it is. Let's go. Hand is wet. little guy. Most of these guys are fairly juvenile, it seems. So let's see. I'm gonna use my pliers to get this one out. Because there we go. He's good to go. Alright, that thing is starting to get a little beat up, but it's still alright. So I think that was probably fish number 4 or 5 on it. Tell you what, it's May 29th, but it don't feel like it. Nice. Feels like it's freaking February. It's about 45 degrees, overcast, windy. It's a healthy brown. Real healthy day. We took that right through his snout. It's kind of hard to get. There we go. And he's off. Alright guys, well my hands are pretty frozen, so I'm going to call it, but it's a good day. A little bit of blue wing olive hatch and pretty strong midge hatch right there, so a lot of fun. Love swinging soft tackles or dread drifting them. They're awesome all the time, so try them out. If you liked our video, make sure to like it and go ahead and subscribe to it. We'll be putting out a lot more videos like this throughout the summer, so stick with us.